dhacay?
I have something on my mind.
Maxaa ka fikiraysaa?
Death.
Who died?
My neighbor.
How old was she?
She was 15. She died so young.
May Allah forgive her. How did she die?
She died in her sleep.
Waqtigeedaa dhamaaday.
What do you mean waqtigeeda dhamaaday? She had so much life ahead of her. She was educated and she had a bright future.
Waxaa ugu muhiimsanaa adduunyada markay joogtay sidee Ilaahay ugu dhawaatay. Salaad may tukan jirtay, miyay soomi jirtay, waalidkeeda baari ma ahayd, camal saalax ma ila imaaday.
It doesn't matter. She was only 15 years old.
Well, yeah, you suck, man.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wax maxaa la xanaaqsan tahay?
My neighbor died.
Ubah's neighbor died, and Amanda thinks that her time was over. She was only 15. That doesn't make any sense.
Subhanallah. Dhimashadu qof yar iyo qof weyn ma laho. Qof kasta markuu waqtigiisa gaaro dhimanaya.
Well, how do you know?
Maanta gobay baan dhageysanayay. Wuxuuna ka hadlayay dhimasho. Aad buu ii taabtay. Waxaan jeclaaday inaan ii bandhigo. Ee i dhageysta. Axad weeye aybo. Samad weeye aybe. Allah la ilaha illa Allah. Dad allow adduunyadu hadday aayo leedahay ama uu ifkanu yahay aqalkii runta ahaa ambiyadii allaba intifaacsan lahayd ee ashahaata oo qira udgoonow rasuulkii sallallahu alayhi wasallam kolkuu mowdka i daaro ee nafta la iga dulqaado ee naxashkii la isaaro dunyadii aan lahaana gocad la iiga duubo daa'imow la yiraahdo malaa'ig baa imaan doonto ee daa'imkii abuurow dooda iyo hagaaji aamiin aamiin hadda waan sii soconayaa reerkan usoo tacsiyeynaya ee cafis iyo masaamax
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
That means Allah said, Kullu nafsun da'iqatul maut.
What does that mean?
It means every soul shall taste death.
After I think about that, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You're dying, and you don't even know it. Never saw it coming. But you were so young, so much life, so much loving, so much hope, so much sorrow. I guess so much for tomorrow. Your family will miss you dearly. Still can't believe that you're gone. The news hasn't sunk in. They still think you're coming home. When things don't go our way, the entire world must be wrong. They say it wasn't your time, but to Allah we belong. Your soul left your body before you had a chance to say goodbye. It caught you unexpected within the blink of an eye. You were busy with the world when you felt a tingle in your spine. Your heart began to race, your eyes became blind, coming closer to the light. Was this a trick from your mind, or did you really just cross this life's finish line? The cost of deception is that everyone's gotta die, even in a world where everybody's just trying to stay alive. Even if you aren't ready, it could come at any time. Doesn't ask for permission, doesn't need you to co-sign. The dirt is getting ready, and your grave has been assigned. Your mother helps to wash your body one last time. Prayed your janazah, it was raining cats and dogs. They put you in the ground, and now you're all alone. Hearing footsteps of your friends as they begin to moan. We wish you all the best. So sad you had to go. People talk about death, but what about when death talks to you? Rips the soul from your body, will you finally say it's true? The good may die young, but the bad soul gotta go too. Every soul shall taste a sip from this restless brew.
This is the day that we were promised our grand debut. No turning back now, no makeups, no redos. From this point on, there is no need to review. It's just do or die, or in your case, just do. The real proof, absolutely moments of truth. And just like that, perfectly on cue. Two angels enter your grave, sit you up, and ask you, who is your Lord? But in this world, you only worshipped you, obedient to your own desires, a slave to your own views. What is your religion? And don't say it was the deen. Your last name never stopped you from your wicked routines. Who is your prophet? You heard the people say his name, but you never stopped to defend him when they spoke it in vain. You didn't pray the long nights, you didn't fast the long days, you didn't even bother to try to seek forgiveness for your mistakes. You didn't have any fear, you weren't sincere. The Quran on your bookshelf was just a souvenir. In fact, it was quite clear that you loved this place, and that you would never have to see what awaits. Well, get ready for your fate. The promise of your Lord is great. When you're brought right back forth from the dirt you came, and make no mistakes, the scale makes no mistakes. Indeed, every deed shall receive his duty weight. So deceive as you please until you see it's too late. You will squeeze the 7 seas in order to prostrate. Wear American idols. Let them keep you safe.
Or perhaps you'll find mercy in the money you chased. You never stopped to take a break and see into your future. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. But now look at you. You are the definition of a loser, doomed to dwell in hell. Oh well, at least it suits you. Every moment awake you receive your reward, to feed on the fire whose fuel is men and stones, boiling pus, in chains and yoke, skin ripped from flesh till bone, begging the keepers of hell to lighten the load. This is exactly what you asked for. You chose the torment. You refused to repent. You had the answers to the test, and still you didn't prep. For eternity you will rest in the lowest depths. Step by step, I must confess, you're dying. But you haven't died yet. But with every single heartbeat, you get closer to your final breath. Yesterday, you were one day closer to your grave. Today, who even knows if you'll make it home okay? I just pray that you are ready for your final exam. But until then, don't you dare die, except in the state of Islam. Heaven and hell are just the choices that we make. So turn back to your Lord before it's too late.